Good morning, boys and girls. We have just completed reading Nothing But the Truth. And before our Socratic seminar, I just wanted us to discuss but ending. So, my question to you is, why did Miss Norman decide to resign, and what should she have done differently? Let me get about 3 people to answer that question. Let me get Rashida, more than 3, that's good. Jury, Reagan, and Brendan. Rashida starting first.
I think that Miss Nara resigned maybe because she couldn't handle like all the hate that she was getting or the pressure. And what she could have done differently, she could have tried to explain, or she could have tried to work harder.
Work harder for what?
To not, get to. Let's see.
Elaborate on that, Brandon. What could she have done differently?
She could have had a parent conference with Philip parents, or could have talked to him one-on-one about his actions in the class.
Right.
I think she decided to resign because she knew Dr. Dillon and Dr. Seymour didn't really want her there. She had an unwanted feeling, and everyone was attacking her with their opinions and comments. So she decided to resign, but I think she could have talked to them about it and talked to good parents.
And lastly, let's close with jury. Why did Ms. Norman decide to resign, and what could she have done differently?
I think she decided to resign because she's tired of being attacked, and I think she could have put her side of the story out there more by contacting more and more social media sources instead of just sticking with that one person.
Okay, raise your hand if you did the right thing and resign. Your hand if you think she should have fought back. Overwhelming response. Well, that's why we're here, boys and girls. Today we're going to have a Socratic seminar discussing our novel, Nothing But the Truth. I have to tell you, I'm so excited. But before we start our seminar, we have to review the do's and don'ts to make sure that it flows smoothly and it goes effectively. Okay, if you don't mind, if your back is facing the board, just turn around for a sec so you can see the board. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Number 1, do have a story, poem, or article in front of you and refer to it when needed during the discussion. It's very important to discuss the text. You don't have to give me an in-text quote, just refer to it. Number 2, do speak to one another, not the teacher. You don't have to talk to me. This is the first time I won't get mad if you do not talk to me. If you're in the inner circle, speak within the circle. Don't look up at me, Miss Anson, Miss Anson. No, discuss with each other. 3, do not stay confused, ask for clarification. If I ask a question that you don't fully understand, just ask me to repeat it. Don't skip out on the question because you don't understand it. 4, do stick to the point currently under discussion. Don't get off task. 5, you don't have to raise hands. When you're talking, just let it flow. Brandon doesn't always have to start first. Jury doesn't always have to start first. If you feel moved to speak, then you speak. 6, listen carefully. 7, do speak up so that all of you can hear. I know some of us have some low voices, but please try to project your voice. 8, discuss ideas rather than each other's opinions. 9, do not participate if you're prepared. Shh, we're all prepared. And 10, don't change the subject unexpectedly. Now, is there anything that we need to add to our do's and don'ts? Anything from the audience? Anything from my inner circle? Now, inner circle, what's your job? Outer circle, what's your job? Listen and take notes. Please take well-detailed notes on your partner. If your partner speaks, give them a check. If they look within the group, give them a check. However, if they do some things like talk and interrupt, you also have to give them checks for that. I will use this sheet as a grade. Okay? So, please pay very careful attention to that. Are y'all ready? Yes, ma'am. Okay, first question. What importance does the media have on the opinions of the characters? And how does the media influence our lives? Okay. What importance does the media play on the influencing the opinions opinion of characters, and what importance does the media play in our own lives?
When you read stuff on social media and you don't know the full truth of things that's going on, you just assume that that's what really happened. You read it and you think that, like, you agree, that like shapes your opinion.
Yeah, like, when you see something on media, you're gonna automatically assume this how it is nowadays, and a lot of people's lives are on the media, like, we communicate with each other through the media, so like, everything we see on the media, we just assume is true.
I think it affects people's perspective, I guess, because they feel like, well, apparently this must be true because it's all over the world, I guess, and then also they know that most people are just gonna listen and they're just gonna believe all of it.
Because they play like a major role in the story. Because when Jake had the talk show, callers were calling talking about it was just a sign of patriotism, and they didn't know the full story.
But what about that one caller that wanted to side with Miss Marlon and she wanted that side of the story?
Well, he just has a deeper thinking where he's interested in. Not to say that he's smarter than the rest of them or anything, but like he can tell there had to be something more to the story because it didn't really like make a lot of sense. It didn't add up to him.
Why did Jake like retaliate when the person wanted to know what Miss Norwood wanted?
Because he was going by what the people had said.
He
didn't
didn't
know
want
the
anybody
full story.
disagreeing with him.
Yeah, but at the same time, Jake brought up, he also had half information, so he couldn't be sure of who's telling the truth either. And also this whole story was told in Chris'
Perspective.
I agree.
Next question. What examples can you find that shows that Philip was actually not patriotic? What examples can you find that shows that Philip or Jake were not actually patriotic? You can choose to focus on Philip or Jake.
He just, I remember the story, he stated that he just wanted to put a smile, he wrote in his diary, I think, stated that he wanted to put a smile on Miss Norman's face, and that she's too strict and she needs a sense of humor.
Yeah, like when he was talking to his parents about it, and he told them that he had gotten in trouble when he found out things in the office for singing the national anthem. His father was just like, well, what are you being patriotic? And he was just like, yeah, I guess. Like he wasn't like sure definitely, yeah, that's why I was being, that's why I was being patriotic and stuff. So his dad was just like, can't look at himself, but he really wasn't.
I think he just said he was patriotic because his father gave him that, like,
Information.
I mean, like, when at the end of his story, if Philip was so patriotic, then how come he didn't know the, like, lyrics to the Star Spangled Banner?
he did, he
That's 'cause
just
it was
said
a-
it was like,
Because he knows that if he knew the whole time, that was just a constant reminder that he wasn't being patriotic and that he didn't tell the truth.
and then he told his friends, like Allison and Ted, that he just wanted to make Miss Norman mad because he wanted to be out of the class. So he just wanted to be annoying, not to be patriotic.
Next question. What examples can you find to show that Miss Stewart misrepresented the truth? And do you think she was a reliable reporter? What examples can you find to show that Miss Stewart misrepresented the truth? And do you think she was a reliable reporter?
For one thing, she said that it was a 10th grader that had lost his friend to sing the national anthem, but he's a 9th grader, that's not the reason that he got suspended. I don't really think he's a reliable, like, reporter because she didn't like, try to get any more information. She was just going off of what,
Who just said so?
yeah.
And she didn't even call Miss Norman, like she called everybody else, but
Yeah, and she really didn't get the facts because, like, when she was talking, and it was like, I don't want to talk about it. So she really only had like one side of the story.
She also tried to state like how Miss Norman was changing the rules and forcing him out of the class because he's saying, but really everyone else knew that it was ruled to be silent and respectful.
Yeah.
Now, do you think an example exaggerated when she threw him out of class for humming
Yep.
the national anthem.
I don't think she exaggerated. She did that because he disturbed the class multiple times.
Well, no, I would have to say no, because of the fact that if she kept telling him to stop, because the first time she was trying to be nice, but he consistently continued to be disobedient after she said, please stop, and he continued.
You know, like the first time she threw him out, like she could have tried to talk to him, but like the last time he was doing it, like she kept telling him to stop and he wouldn't. So she could have took a different approach to the situation at first.
Why she couldn't just change the schedule?
She could have just talked
She
to
wanted
him.
to,
She
she didn't want to
wanted
go up.
But if he didn't, why she trying to help him?
Because she's a teacher.
She wanted to give up on him, and that would affect her if she wanted to become a better teacher. So that would just show she was doing.
She didn't want to be suspended either.
But also,
Yeah, that's
she
true.
could have exaggerated because none of the students really were paying attention to him anyway.
Some of them, like Alice.
Yeah. It's just the fact that she told him to stop. Like the last time, she told him to stop, and he kept doing it, like just to be annoying, just to get under her skin. He was doing it on purpose.
And he even admitted to his friends that he was gonna do that, so it was planned out that he did it.
Next question. From jury, actually, very good question. What was ironic about Philip singing the national anthem at the beginning of the story toward the end? And why did he cry when he was asked to sing? What were the emotions behind that? I'll repeat one more time. What was ironic about Philip singing the national anthem at the beginning of the story toward the end? And what are the emotions behind him crying when he's asked to sing?
At the beginning, Philip didn't know he was being patriotic. He only got that from his dad. So towards the middle of the book, he said he was being patriotic because it was just something to say so he wouldn't get in trouble. But he ended up going through these bunch of lies, and towards the end, his emotion wasn't great because he started crying when asked to sing the national anthem.
And like at the beginning, he wasn't exactly singing. He was more like humming along to the song because he didn't know the lyrics. He just knew the tune. But then once it came time for him like
To really sing
actually,
it.
to actually sing it, he knew what to do.
I think he cried at the end because only did he was told that they didn't have track team at his same school. I think he also felt guilty for what he did to Miss Darling, which could also cause why he cried.
I think he was embarrassed because like everybody had said like they heard about it and stuff, and then he knew that was the reason why he had changed schools. And then he got there and didn't even know the words, but that's what he said in the paper, that he was being patriotic. So he should have knew the words, and he didn't. So he just felt embarrassed.
I don't think he knew that the situation was going to get that big. And then when it did, it was out there.
I think he was crying at the end because like he got calls. All this message stuff was all over the news and all over the world. And he had to do school and only got a track team. And that was one of the reasons why he was aggravated and living wrong. And now I have him saying his Malone magic let him down.
His Malone, why'd you say his Malone magic let him down?
Well, you know how you know go down and talk about Malone magic and how some people do all this good stuff with it, but it just turned into this big out of control, like a wild out there good.
I think it was his ego.
A big man.
Do you think it was his ego or it's more his desire to be accepted by everyone, desire to be accepted by, but desire to be accepted by his lawyer or his coach, his friends? Do you all think that contributed to making his ego larger than what it was?
Yeah, because near the end, and he was saying that nobody agreed with him and everything, because all the kids at school and like the teachers who knew he was wrong were like disagreeing with him, so he felt like he had let them down by lying and stuff. And he knew that like everybody wasn't like on the same page as him, so he just took it as like, you know, oops, I did something bad.
Because his parents were actually behind him, because right from the beginning they said they were going to believe him no matter what. But I think once he got swallowed into the hole, think what he just, well, I think when he came to realization what he did, he just didn't know how to handle it.
Now, this question comes from Jesse. Now, this actually goes along with the idea of need for attention, need, desire to be accepted. Jesse pointed this out, it's something I haven't thought about. Why does Philip's parents care so much about the telegrams? What does this say about their need to feel accepted? Why does Philip's parents care so much about the telegram? What does this say about their desire or need to be accepted?
It shows.
They could get more money off of the attention, and his dad could probably get a promotion to get more money, and that's probably why they care so much about it.
And also,
I think that it's because they had like all these talks and stuff about like Phil's dad reaching out to him and like being close and them just trying to be good parents in general. And when they see these telegrams, they think, oh wow, look at our son, we did that, we're great parents, we're awesome. And then they feel like all the attention is just on them because it's their job. Yeah.
And I think they also cared so much about it is because Phil reacted negatively towards it, so they just wanted to know why he didn't like the positive attention that he was getting.
Yeah.
Next question from Monica. How can the phrase go along to get along, or the things go along to get along, be applied to everyday life? Good text to world connection. How can the phrase go along to get along be applied to everyday life? Remember we discussed how this was our theme. How could this be applied to everyday life?
in everyday life, I think it could be applied to, like, say, like, if I'm coming to class every day, and then, I mean, like, Philip's perspective, I get switch schools and everything. I think that you should just get along. It means to get along, like, with the current situation that you're in.
I feel that like you unique in your own way, and so like people like that and all that, and so they want to go along with you even though you're doing the wrong thing, like you're unique in a bad way, and so they go along with you, and